Welcome back, babies. It's your girl AJ. What's good? If you are new, welcome in. My name is Alexandra. I'm the owner of Ajunique Creations LLC. Why make your dreams a reality? I'm gonna take the vision that's in the back of your head. I'm gonna bring that vision to life. It may sound crazy to others, and that's okay because I love what I do. I love creating nothing to something. And with that being said, you guys, I got my hands on something, and I know y'all looking like AJ. Why so many? Listen, Linda. Okay, you guys, listen. Loklik just dropped the Loklik Iengrave and honeys. I think it was a must that I get it because first off, $389. The Omatech K40 was literally $500 plus in taxes, like $550, okay? And it could only cut and engrave 8x12. The Loklik could almost do 12x12, a frame of 12x12, minus off some 11x11. Let's just minus off some inches. 11x11, okay, you guys? It's gonna take engraving to a whole nother level. See, I still got my K40. The K40 is for the acrylic because that's a CO2 laser. But when it comes down to the wood pieces and stuff like that, I gotta do too much. I gotta put the water, I gotta do too much. So I'm just thinking of things that can actually fit in this little office that I have now and doesn't require so much, because with the CO2 laser, I gotta make sure the water temperature is right. It's not too hot, it's not cool, too cool. I gotta make sure it's air filter. I gotta make sure the laser is not getting over high, overheated. It's a lot that comes with it. And I know some people always tell me I'm a little bit scared because of that. All right, that's okay, honeys. Let's dip into something else. Now, this is a dioid laser. Dioid laser, I hope I said that right. It's not a CO2 laser, so it cannot cut acrylic. I don't care what they say on their website. I don't care what they say on their website. I don't care what this menu say. I don't care what any of that say. I don't care. I'm sorry. I ain't going to even lie to y'all. It's a 10-watt diode laser, not a CO2 laser. Don't even say, can it cut acrylic? No. Can it engrave acrylic? Yes. Can it do glasses and some tumblers? Yes, it can do some. It's not a fiber laser, so it's not meant for that. It can do some. Keyword in the name of it, Loklik Iengrave. That's what it's for, okay, you guys? So, it can cut, obviously that means it can cut some wood, but we should see. We'll test it out today, you guys. We're going to test it out, okay? I got some extra little pieces of wood. Oh God, that thing went in my hand. We got some extra little pieces of wood, okay, you guys? We're going to test it out and see what it can do. How engraving works, the speed, the sound. We're going to test it all out. And the best part about it, that it has an enclosure on top, so that way I'm able to see fully inside without actually opening up like I have to do with my CO2 laser, because it only shows just a little bit frame at the top. So with that being said, you guys, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get to it. Get to it, 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 to it. All right, you guys, we got our hands on the Loklik Iengrave. This machine just dropped, and I'm so happy. So you guys know I have the K40. And I decided to go ahead and get another laser. And I know y'all keep looking at me like, why do you keep getting lasers? Just because I'm looking for something that's smaller and that could fit actually like into my office since we moved. So I'm going to go ahead and cut on the light. I love that I have the light switch in here. So I have like an extra piece of wood that I'm going to go ahead and try and test out. And if y'all had a baby, he's in here, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and place this in here. Now, it doesn't work unless the drawer is closed. So I'm using Lightburn, as you guys saw. I don't too much know how to use it that well. We're going to go ahead and frame. Go to origin. I don't know how to use Lightburn the best, so I'm trying my best because I haven't really used this too much like that. So it's only so much I know. So we're going to go ahead and engrave first, because that's usually what you do. You usually engrave first. So I'm going to have a speed of 20, power 50, just do a fast engraving, one pass. Oh my gosh, it's going so fast. Oh my gosh, y'all. Like, it literally just went full speed. So I'm doing 3x3. I just want to do something small. I'm just using the extra pieces of wood that I have to do this project. I do have it vented out. I have 2 windows in here, so I do have them open. It does come with a fan, so when you cut on the light switch, it also cuts on the fan. So it's blowing out my windows. Now, why did you show us the Loklik, y'all? I just want something that can fit inside my office and not be too much and overpowering. Like my K40, it is large. Now one thing about the K40 is an 8x12 bed. That's how much I could cut or engrave. I'm going to keep my K40 because it is a CO2 laser, but this does almost a 12x12, you guys. It's kind of crazy, so it's going to increase it. Just the wood projects that I could do, the engravings that I could do. So I'm just so happy to actually play around with this. And it moves so fast. And I just love the casing that it's in. I can actually see through it. With the K40, I can only see that top part, and that's it. If I open it, it stops cutting. I'm happy with this so far, you guys. The speed on here is kind of crazy. I just have to get used to Lightburn because I never used it before. Okay, so it's done engraving. We're going to go ahead and move to the cut. I don't too much know how this works. I think I have to cut off output for engrave, so that way it doesn't engrave still. So we have it on laser. I'm not laser, we have it on the red for cut. I have it on line. I don't see like a cut part where it says cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a speed of 5. I think the slower I go, the deeper it's gonna cut with a power of 50. Probably honestly do like 10, so that way it won't burn or have the burn marks. I hate when it has those, but I'm trying. We're just testing it out. So it's going now. See, I already got the burn marks because it's on 72% power. But right now we're really doing a test and just seeing how it works in general because I never used this before. So this is more of a test just to see how it really works. So far, I do love it. I'm only doing 1 pass for this. Hopefully it drops. This is about 3 mm wood. I just used some extra pieces. I'm going to definitely have to play around with Lightburn to actually understand it. I know you have to pay like $300 for it. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and check it out. I really hate the burn marks, but you know what? We're testing this out, and I can't wait to actually play around with this laser and see exactly how it works. But so far, you guys, the speed is kind of crazy, and I just can't wait for all the projects to test out on here. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, it's done. Okay, do y'all think it cut though? I don't know. No, it didn't. So it didn't fully cut, but okay, there we go. We can do an extra pop of it, but it didn't fully cut. Oh. Okay. So it didn't fully cut through, and that is also including my settings. So I do have to play around with Lightburn to actually understand how Lightburn works to actually get a great, like just a cut setting for this. This is my first time using this machine. So far, you guys, my opinion, so far, I like it. I do want to play around with the settings just because I don't understand it. I do feel like it probably should have had an easier app to use. Oh, excuse me. An easier app to use versus Lightburn, because for me, I haven't used Lightburn before, so the settings for this is a little bit crazy. So I'm gonna have to just play around and see how it works. But at the moment, I do like it so far. So far, it do seem good. What we're gonna do next is try another project. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this area out and get another project. Okay, so we have our next project. It's like a little keychain. I'm just gonna write my business name on it. This is a wood keychain, so I'm thinking about adding these. I think this would be cool. You could put QR codes or whatnot. So I'm just gonna lay it underneath here. Actually, I wanted to go this way. And I'm gonna just do a small trace just to make sure that we have it where it needs to be at. My business name won't be too big on here just because this is a small keychain. Okay. So first off, let's move this down. This needs to be almost here. I do wish it was like some type of mat in here though. I feel like that would have helped. Really, I just wish there was no type of mat in here. And I truly wish that they used like a different thing when it came down to just the software, because for Lightburn, you guys, I was trying to frame it and I ended up like engraving, so y'all can see like the marks on there because I was trying to frame and I like started engraving or cutting it. I have no idea, but yeah, I do wish it was just a different software. They say you are able to also use like laser GRBL. I don't know how to use that either. Also you can use a Loklik software. I'm gonna have to play around with that one to actually see, because That is kind of like, oh, you know, I didn't know that was a thing. So when you want to trace it, you put frame with a circle. Okay. I'm going to actually, can I bring this up some more? So frame with the circle. Okay, that looks good, you guys. So we're going to engrave. I'm going to do a power of like 60, 62, speed of 15, because I want it to like go down some. I want it to actually sit in, and then press start. Okay, wait, we gotta, okay, output, start. Okay, that's kind of going fast, even for the speed of what we did, speed of 15. It's going so fast. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, y'all, it's done already. Oh man, I wish I would have did it a little bit bigger. Okay, we could have definitely did it bigger. So, you know, it's playing around. We could have definitely did that bigger. It's not even like deep either. It kind of just did the surface of it. Not bad. I would have just did it more longer. I thought I was good, and probably use some tape to tape it down. So not bad. Not bad so far. Not bad. Definitely some adjustments made or needed. All right, you guys. We just got done testing out the Loklik Iengrave for the first time, and also kind of really playing around with just Lightburn, because I used Lightburn for the other laser that I unboxed a few weeks ago. And I just, you know, typed in the name. I really ain't even used the laser. I meant the software itself, because I used the software that's built inside of the laser. That all I did was just type in my name, and that was it. And it was smooth sailing. So I really didn't play around with Lightburn until today. I'm gonna need a lot more practice with Lightburn. Okay, if you got any tips about learn Lightburn, drop it down below, because I need to know. Because honey, I want to be able to cut the wood without all the burn marks. I want it to drop down. I know it's not my CO2 laser. I know it's not the CO2 laser, but I wanted it to drop down like I do with my CO2 laser. I wanted to like drop it down, okay? Now, it did this flawless. Like, don't pick on me because I didn't make it a little bit too small or whatever like that, but it did it good. I just need to work on the size, because I didn't know if it was big or not. What framing? I thought it was trace. Framing is trace. Framing act like it was gonna be bigger than that. I could have made this bigger than that. So it's some playing around to do. Like, I'm not gonna even say, is this a must go, like a must do, go buy? I'm not gonna answer that right now. I'm not. It engraves 100%. That's the name of it, dual. But the cutting, I feel like I want to like do a single cut without this. And that could just be me because I don't know Lightburn like that. But I'm going to give my own opinion, okay, you guys? I just think it just needs, like, I think I need to play around with settings or whatever. Like, it came out great. Engraving, that was awesome. It wasn't too deep, nothing like that. But the cut, I don't like this bar mark. Some people say use masking tape, so we're going to try masking tape. But it's just bar mark. I do feel like they should have like a bed underneath there to really, like, you know how they be having like the comb bed, the honeycomb bed? I feel like that should have been underneath there so you won't be hitting the metal part. Because when I was trying to learn how to like trace frame is what they call it, I pressed start and y'all, it started engraving or cutting and it went on the metal and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this wrong. Listen. It's important to learn the software. So we're going to actually take a week or so to actually learn the software. But so far, I do love it because, like I said, my biggest purchase was the engraving part. I wanted to engrave wooden pieces a little bit larger. So I have some ideas on some wooden pieces, just even like for the names. If I could get it to actually cut the wood single cut, that would be awesome because that way I can hang like a name up with a wood. And you could also do like nursery names in the nurseries. Like I have so many ideas. So it's just going to be about learning the settings of the software. That's going to be the biggest issue. If I learn the settings of the software, it's going to be a beast, a killer. So if you got any Lightburn tips, drop them down below. But they also say you could use the Loklik software. I didn't use that just because it's like, I want to use a laser software for the laser. I love that they also, you know, making the software into the app that they have already. So that way you don't have to learn something new. but I'd rather use what I have. You get what I'm saying? But I will try the Loklik software too. But I'd rather, use the laser softwares because I'm like, you're able to change the power and settings on there for like, you get what I'm saying? But, y'all, I'm okay with it though. I'm gonna redo this though. I want it to be bigger. And I just want to work on it. I don't know if the wood too thick. I need to also see because my wood probably too thick too. Regardless of it, you guys, let me know your opinions. Let me know what you think. Let me know what y'all think about the Loklik Iengrave. Is it a must-have? Do you think it's going to be beginner-friendly? Drop it down in the comments. I'm going to also leave a link down below if you think about getting it. Go ahead and go shop. Get it while it's on sale. Like I said, it's $389. Regular price is almost like $500. Get it while it's on sale. I just love that it does have that enclosure so that way everything is in there and you can still see it. Just play around with the settings. Any machine, when you think about it, all machines I have, from the embroidery to laser to everything in this office, you do have to learn the settings themselves. Like, you have to learn the settings. That's a must, okay, you guys? So don't just think, oh, settings, whatever. It's horrible. You gotta learn the settings, okay, y'all? I'm even telling you right now, I don't know it. But for me not to know it, I did my best and it came out okay, you guys. So let me know what you guys think about today's project. And make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.